live action tonight on the radio, along with live streaming on Facebook, Twitter, and YouTube. It's game time, and we're ready for the tip-off here on WSLN. You're listening to the
All right, we are here at the Salem Lions Gymnasium, and it is the Salem Lady Lions versus the Scottsburg Lady Warriorettes. And we finished up the JV game. They played 2 quarters, and JV finished Salem 17, Scottsburg 14. It was kind of close there at the end, but Salem was able to hold them off. And now we've got Scottsburg, who is 0-18. I heard at the beginning of the game, Mr. Wade Swift told me that Scottsburg had lost 2 of their best players at the beginning of the season, and they may have gotten one back. I'm not sure. But we, right now they're 0-18. Salem is coming off of 2 losses, one against South Central and one against Silver Creek. But before that, we're on a 4-game winning streak, which was the first time since 2021. And we are about to head into the national anthem, and we will get this game kicked off. Actually, they are going to do an acknowledgement here. I'm not really sure what they're doing, but I'm going to go to a quick commercial break, and then we'll fill in what this is.
When it comes to getting the job done right, from driveways to bridge work and paving to construction and excavating, there's one name you can count on: Temple and Temple Excavating. Serving homeowners and also handling big jobs for city, county, and state highway projects. They've built a reputation on quality work since 1948. Driveways, construction, demolition. If you need it moved, cleared, built, or torn down, call Temple and Temple.
After
At Papa John's.
The Salem High School Gymnasium. We've got Salem Lady Lions versus the Scottsburg Lady Warriorettes. Starting for Scottsburg is number 11, 5'6" sophomore Sophie Riley. Number 22, 5'9", senior Brooklyn Moon. 5'10", freshman Caroline Justice. Number 34, 5'9", sophomore Georgia McNeely. And number 44, 5'10", sophomore KK Grogan. And for Salem, we've got number 1, 5'5", guard, freshman Amity Bat. We've got Marissa Edmonds. She is a 5'8", freshman. Number 5. We've got number 11, a 5'4", freshman Hadley Keith. Number 15, a 5'6", guard, senior Alexis Moblin. And number 22, 5'7", guard, a freshman Kinsley Hollowell. And I never did see what the pre-game athletic director roundup was. Both teams posed for a picture and there was an award given out, but I didn't see what it was. I might try to get an update on that at halftime. And we're going to kick off the game here. We've got number 22, Brooklyn Moon from Scottsburg, jumping up against number 15 for Salem. That is Alexis Moblin. And the game has begun and the clock is going. Salem got the tip-off. That's Hadley Keith over to Amity Bat. Hadley Keith with the ball at the top of the key over to Alexis Moblin. Amity Bat driving in on the right side, pulled it back out over to Alexis Moblin. To Hollowell to the left corner to Hadley Keith, who shoots a 3 from the left corner. It's a rebound by Alexis Moblin, knocked out of bounds by number 30 for Scottsburg. That is Caroline Justice. And Moblin's going to take it out on the sideline for Salem. She passes it in to Hadley Keith. Keith at the top of the key, crossover to Hollowell in the left corner. Feeds it into Redmond. And Redmond draws a foul by number 22, Brooklyn Moon. And that's going to be Scottsburg's first foul and Moon's first foul of the game. Hadley Keith passing it in to Redmond. Redmond dribbling in. Nice little spin move. Puts it up, misses. And it's rebounded by Scottsburg. Back down to Scottsburg's end. Number 11, Riley with the ball. Over to 34, McNeely. Backdoor cut to Justice at the top of the free throw line. And she puts it in for the first 2 points of the game. 2-0, Scottsburg leading. Hollowell in the corner on the left side shoots a 3. No good. Rebounded by Maudlin. And Maudlin, I'm not sure what happened there. Black 30, that was Justice. Foul on Justice on the floor. And that's going to be Salem's ball on the baseline under Salem's basket. Hadley Keith with the ball. Passing it in to Redmond at the top of the key. Redmond takes the dribble, shoots it at the top of the key. A 3 misses. And it's rebounded by number 22, Brooklyn Moon for Scottsburg. Riley now bringing it up the court. Top of the key, pulls up a 3, and that is no good. Rebounded by Amity Bat for Salem. Passed over to Hadley Keith, who's bringing it up the court. Passes it to the right corner to Redmond. Redmond shoots a 3, no good. And Hollowell tries to chase it out of bounds. It goes out of bounds, or she tried to save it from going out of bounds. And it's going to be Scottsburg's ball with 6:27 in the first quarter left. Riley bringing it up the court for Scottsburg. Swinging it over to Justice on the left side. Justice takes the dribble, passes over to the right side, and we've got Justice gets it back on the left side, feeds it into the post to Grogan. Grogan taking a dribble, and it looked like a couple steps. She shot it, missed it, and Maudlin got the rebound. Maudlin feeds it into Redmond in the post. 3 people guarding Redmond now on the floor, on the ball. They're going to call a jump ball, and that's going to be Scottsburg's possession. 5:57 in the first quarter remaining. It's 2-0. Scottsburg leading against Salem. And they're doing a quick shoe-tying timeout. Riley now with the ball for Scottsburg, bringing it up the court. Salem back in a 2-3. Riley picks up her dribble, passes it to McNeely on the right side. McNeely tries to feed it into Grogan, but Hollowell gets a hand on it, knocks it out. Salem gets the ball. Redmond now over to Amity Bat in the right corner. Bat shoots a three. Misses. It's rebounded by number 22, Moon for Scottsburg. Riley bringing it up the court now. Guarded by Hadley Keith. Riley over to McNeely on the left side. Skip pass on the right side for Riley to Justice. Now McNeely with the three-pointer. On the left side misses. Grogan rebounds and puts it right back in. Getting Scottsburg 4 points. Salem 0. Keith bringing it up the court for Salem now. Over to Hollowell on the left side. Hollowell feeds it into Redmond. Redmond kicks it back out to Hadley Keith, who switches the three-pointer at the top of the key for Salem. 3-4. Scottsburg leading against Salem now. Riley bringing it up the court for Scottsburg. Passes it, tries to pass it to Moon. Moon is not looking, so it goes right out of bounds. And it's going to be Salem's ball on the sideline. Maudlin taking it out for Salem. And Hadley Keith exits the game. And for her comes Sydney Wilson. Amity Keith with the ball now on the left side. Feeds it into the corner to Maudlin, who shoots a three, misses. Rebounded right by Riley. Riley bringing it up the court now. Shoots a left-handed layup, contested, misses, and Alexis Maudlin gets the rebound, brings it up the court now, swings it over to Hollowell, to Bat, to Redmond. Redmond dribbling, passes it to the top of the key to Hollowell. Hollowell takes the dribble, passes to Maudlin in the corner. Maudlin with a quick catch and pass to Redmond in the post. Redmond turns and shoots it, but they're going to call a foul on the floor, I believe. And that was on number 30, Justice. Oh, I'm sorry, number 44, Grogan. And that's going to be Scottsburg's third foul. Grogan's first. Salem now with the ball. Sydney Wilson with a nice back, I don't know what you'd call it, like backdoor pass to Redmond. Redmond in the paint. Shoots it, misses, but she draws the foul. She's going to go on the line for two. That foul was the second on Grogan, their post player. The Scottsburg team's fourth foul for the quarter. And number 25 for Scottsburg entering the game, that's Aria Fillion for Grogan, who's gotten in foul trouble early on. Redmond with the free throw, she makes that one. I guess she missed the second one, or the first one. And Riley now bringing it up the court. The score is 4-4 with 4 minutes left in the first quarter. Scottsburg with 4 fouls. Moon with the three, tries to bank it, misses, rebounded by Justice for Scottsburg. And McNeely tries to drive baseline and shoot. She misses. And now Amity Bat for Salem's got the ball, bringing it up the court, guarded by Riley. Bat passes to Maudlin over to Hollowell. Hollowell skip pass over to Bat on the right side. Bat puts in a three on the right side, giving Salem 7 points. Riley now bringing it up the court for Scottsburg. Passes to Justice. Maudlin gets a hand on it, but it makes the pass. The pass still goes through. And Riley now with a three-pointer, maybe, or goes on the line, but he airballed it. And it went right into the hands of Marissa Redmond for Salem. Redmond to Maudlin. Maudlin to Hollowell in the left corner. That's kind of Hollowell's sweet spot. She switches it from the left corner, and that's going to give Salem now 10 points. Scottsburg 4, and Scottsburg's coach is going to call a 30-second timeout. So while we are at a timeout, we're going to do a couple of WSLM announcements. Let's see. We've got Friday night, tomorrow night, we've got Eastern Boys at North Harrison at 7:30 and Salem Boys versus Scottsburg at 7:30. We are going to be covering both of those. Me and Brock will be covering the Salem Boys game against Scottsburg. And then we've got, but tune in to WSLM to listen to either one of those. Saturday the 17th, this Saturday, we've got Eastern Girls versus Lanesville at 1:30 p.m. Iowa at IU, 1 p.m. pregame, 2 p.m. tip-off. And we'll continue this at our next timeout. the game is now going again. 2:56 left in the first quarter. Scottsburg with the ball. Justice on the right side. Takes up her dribble, passes it over to McNeely. McNeely tries to feed it in to the paint, to the post who just came in, Anissa Eldridge. I don't think she's really a post. She's probably the shortest person out there, but she was in the paint at the time. Bat with the ball now for Salem, over to Hadley Keith. Hadley Day over to Hadley Keith. Keith skips it over everybody's head to Bat on the right side. Now Redmond over to Keith again. Keith at the top of the key to Hadley Day on the left side, who sinks the three-pointer for Salem, and that's going to give Salem 13. Scottsburg 4 with 2:10 left in the first quarter. And number 22, Moon, brings it up the court, and I believe they called a travel on her if she was the one who just had the ball. Riley checking in for Justice for Scottsburg. And Cindy Wilson taking it out for Salem on the sideline opposite of their basket. Hadley Keith bringing it up the court. Over to Cindy Wilson, back to Keith. Keith over to Hollowell in the left corner, back to Hadley Keith. Let's see, we got Cindy Wilson to Bat, who feeds it into Redmond in the post. Redmond turns, is guarded by two people, puts it in. A nice post move by Redmond, and that's going to give Salem 15, Scottsburg 4. And, okay, Georgia McNeely had the ball, and Amy Bat got her hand in there, stole it away, dribbled down, made a layup for Salem, giving now Salem 17 to Scottsburg 4 with 1:31 left in the first quarter. Scottsburg called a full timeout, and now it's going to be, we're going to finish the announcements for this weekend. So, Eastern Girls versus Lanesville, 1:30 at Eastern. If you get a chance to go to that game, that'd be awesome. If you can't, then listen to it on WSLM. We've got, of course, the Iowa at IU, 1 p.m. pregame, 2 p.m. tip-off. Purdue at USC, 5 p.m. pregame, 6 p.m. tip-off. And then Saturday night, we've got Eastern Boys versus Paoli at 7:30 p.m. These are all on WSLM. If you get a chance to tune in, and you can probably follow Becky's Facebook page for more details on that and how to listen. Monday, January 19th, the NCAA football finals, Miami at Ohio, or at IU, 6:30 p.m. pregame, 7:30 p.m. kickoff, and that's on WSLM 97.9. Tuesday, January 20th, Indiana at Michigan, 6 p.m. pregame, 7 p.m. tip-off. And then we've got Purdue at UCLA, 9 p.m. pregame, 10 p.m. tip-off. Scottsburg now with the ball here. Salem Everett S. Dean Court. Salem Lady Lions playing the Scottsburg Lady Warriorettes. Riley for Scottsburg takes 3 air balls, and it goes right into the hands of Hadley Day. Over to Hadley Keith to Hollowell in the left corner. She misses the 3. And there's a few people on the floor causing a tie-up, and that's going to be Salem's ball under their basket. 17-4, Salem leading against Scottsburg, who is 0-18 so far this season. Hadley Keith now with the ball at the baseline. Passes it in to Hollowell. Hollowell hands off to Hadley Keith on the right side. Hadley Day screens for her. She passes off to Alexis Maudlin. Back to Hadley Keith on the left side with the 3. No good. Rebounded by 25 for Scottsburg. That is Aria Stillions. Now number 2, Anissa Eldridge with the ball. Passes it over to Sophie Riley. Back to Eldridge. Now Riley has it on the top of the key. Back to Eldridge. Started by Hadley Keith. There's 30 seconds. Riley now with the ball for Scottsburg. Picks up her dribble. Passes it into Moon in the paint. Over to Eldridge, who's shot fake. Dribbles into the post and shoots it and draws a foul by number 35, Salem, Sydney Wilson. That's her first, Salem's first. Scottsburg's got 4 team fouls, and the score is 17-4. Salem beating Scottsburg. 21 seconds left here in the first quarter. And Anissa Eldridge is going to take the line. First shot up is good. It's going to give Scottsburg 5 points. And Scottsburg's coach is talking it over with Moon and Riley close to their bench. And now they're going back into position. Anissa Eldridge makes her second free throw. That's going to give Scottsburg 6 points. Salem 17. 17 seconds remaining. Hadley keeps bringing it up the court. Crossing over. Being guarded by Moon. Passes to Adley Day. To Hollowell. Hollowell skips it back over to Hadley Keith. Keith dribbles in. Passes to Sydney Wilson. But Anissa Eldridge gets in on that. And it goes. They're going to call a foul on Salem. Hollowell, number 22. That's going to be her first. Salem's second team foul. And Riley for Scottsburg gets the ball about 8 feet in front of the half-court line, shoots it for the buzzer ending, and she misses short, and it's going to end the first quarter 17-6. Salem Lady Lions versus the Scottsburg Warriorettes. We're going to do a quick commercial break, and we will be back for the second quarter of the game. Stay tuned.
Marshall Monuments will be moving soon to 205 North Main Street. But in the meantime, they are offering up to 75% off the monuments at their current location at 106 South Water Street in Salem. This is a once-in-a-lifetime sale and features a few monuments that are still marked down to 75% off, monuments that are 50% and 25% off. Everything else is 10% off store-wide. In their 78 years of community service, Marshall Monuments has provided excellence and experience and continues to take pride in workmanship and guarantees satisfaction in the final product, and look forward to seeing you in their new showroom later this year in their new location. Corey Churchman and the staff at Marshall Monuments do everything by hand and stand by the quality of their work. When you're dealing with Marshall Monuments in Salem, you're working with expert craftsmanship and specially trained stone artisans. Call or text today at 812-412-2014 for a free estimate and to set up an appointment to see their quality work. Or stop by the shop at 106 South Water Street in Salem, Indiana. Top quality stonework at hometown prices. Come see the best monuments in southern Indiana since 1945.
All right, we're back. Salem versus the Scottsburg Lady Warriorettes here at Salem. Hollowell with the ball now. The start of the second quarter, the score is 17-6. Salem leading against Scottsburg. Hadley Keith over to Hollowell on the right side. Hollowell dribbles in, shoots from about 9 feet out, misses, and now Scottsburg with the ball. We've got Anissa Eldridge over to Riley, to Moon at the top of the key, back to Riley on the left side. Riley to Eldridge. Eldridge dribbles in, kicks it out to Moon on the right side. She shoots a three. Air ball right to Redmond. Redmond bringing it up the court. And Eldridge back tips it out of bounds. And it's going to be Salem's ball. Adley Day now checking in for Hollowell. And Maudlin is going to come out. And for her is Abigail Hardy. Hadley Keith over to Adley Day on the left side. Day shoots, misses the three, and it's rebounded by Eldridge and Salem's Abigail Hardy. They get in a tie-up. Jump ball, that's going to be Salem's ball under their basket. 17-6, Salem leading against Scottsburg. Hadley Keith passing it in. Salem screening for each other. Marissa Redmond does a screen and roll to the basket. Hadley Keith kicks it to her, and Redmond shoots it from under the basket, misses, and Scottsburg gets the rebound. Now Anissa Eldridge, she dribbles in. She is a little wild there, but she executes. She dribbled in, shot it from the paint, and made it. That's going to give Scottsburg 8 points, Salem 17. Hadley Keith now with the ball for Salem. Over to Adley Day. Day driving in. She shoots it from the block. It's back tipped or blocked from behind by Scottsburg. I think that was Riley. And now Scottsburg's got the ball on their end. Riley with the free on the left side. She swishes it. That's going to give Scottsburg 11 points. Salem 17 with 6 minutes here left to play in the second quarter. Hadley Keith over to Bat. Keith considers the three, feeds it into Redmond. 3 people collapse on her. She passes it to Hardy, to Bat. Now Redmond shoots a 3. That's no good. Rebounded by Riley for Scottsburg. She brings it down and drives it straight to the middle, right and through the paint, and makes a middle of the basket layup. And she also draws the foul by Salem's number 11. That's going to be Hadley Keith. Amity back coming out of the game, Redmond coming out of the game, and Hollowell entering for her, and I believe Alexis Modlin might have just come back in, I'm not sure. So number 11, Riley shoots the free throw. That is no good, but it goes out of bounds, and they're going to give that possession to Scottsburg. It is 17-13 with 5:34 left in the second quarter. Moon with the ball under their basket, under Scottsburg basket, throws it way over the head of Riley. She chases it to the other side of the court and maintains control over it and brings it back to their side. Anissa Eldridge with the ball now over to Riley. Riley takes a few dribbles on the left side, shoots it, misses about 10 feet out on the left side, and Salem gets the rebound. Keith now with the ball for Salem. Hollowell on the right side shoots a 3, misses, rebounded by Adley Day. She rebounds, turns, and puts it right back in from about 6 feet out, and that's going to give Salem 19, Scottsburg 13. Riley now with the ball. She gets it stolen by Salem. Hollowell pitches ahead to Hadley Keith. She puts up a layup, misses, and now Scottsburg's got the ball again. Eldridge bringing it up the court. Picks up her dribble. Nice little pass into the post. Post kicks it back out to Riley, and Hollowell steals it right out of her hands. Riley looks a little stunned. Hollowell pitches it ahead to Hadley Keith on the right side. Keith with the 3, misses. Abby Hardy with a nice rebound. Turns and puts it back up in the post. She misses, but she drew the foul by number 2, and this is Eldridge. That's Eldridge's first foul of the game and Scottsburg's first foul of the quarter. Hardy with the free throw misses the first one. Redmond checking in. Amity Bat checking in for Adley Day and Hadley Keith. And Riley coming out of the game for Scottsburg. And for her, number 23, Riley Age, I believe. And for Salem now, Cindy Wilson checking in for Abby Hardy. So it's 19-13, 4:23 left in the second quarter. Anissa Eldridge bringing up the ball for Scottsburg. Salem back in a 2-3. She tries to pass to Moon, but Alexis Moblin gets a hand in and knocks it out of bounds. So it's going to be Scottsburg's ball on the sideline on the side of their basket. Moon passing it in to Eldridge. Eldridge bringing it up, passing it to Moon. Over to the new girl, Age. Back to Moon, back to Age at the top of the key to Eldridge. Eldridge driving it into the paint, shooting a 10-foot, I guess you would call it layup from 10 feet out. She misses, and Salem gets the rebound, and Scottsburg's number 23, Age, I believe. Let's see. That is Riley Age. She fouls, and that's going to be Scottsburg's second, Age's first, and Salem's now got the ball under their basket. Redmond puts up a shot under the post, no good. Cindy Wilson rebounds it, puts it back up, misses, and now Scottsburg's got the ball again. Eldridge with a running shot about 8 feet out. She misses, and Salem gets the rebound. And Amity Bat pitches ahead to Redmond. Redmond shoots just inside the three-point line, misses, and that is rebounded by Scottsburg. Anissa Eldridge now bringing it up the court again for Scottsburg, passing it to Age. Age passing it over to Moon. Moon with some dribbles. Over to number 10, who is Gago, Gago. And something just happened while I was looking at that girl's name. Salem got a steal maybe and dribbled it up the court. And then number 23 for Scottsburg, Age, got another foul call. So she is now being rotated out. And number 34, Georgia McNeely, is coming in for her. And Hadley Keith now bringing it up over to Bat, to Hollowell. Hollowell skips over everybody to Hadley Keith, who shoots a three on the right side, misses, and it goes out of bounds, and it's going to be Scottsburg's ball with 2:40 left here in the second quarter. Salem with 19, Scottsburg with 13. Vanessa Eldridge passing it up the court to McNeely, to Moon. McNeely now with a three. On the left side, misses. And Salem's Hadley Keith gets the rebound. She gets maybe in a tie-up with Moon. Oh, no, they're going to call a foul on number 22, Moon. So that's Moon's second. Scottsburg's fourth foul. The next foul for Scottsburg is going to lead to 2 free throws. Salem's got 1 team foul with 2:24 left in the second quarter. Hadley Keith to Amity Bat to Hollowell in the left corner. Hollowell skips it over to Keith. The Bat back to Keith. Back to Hollowell on the left side, shooting a three. That's no good. Rebounded by Moon for Scottsburg. Passed over to Anissa Eldridge for Scottsburg. Eldridge dribbling in, shoots a wild shot from about 10 feet out. She misses the shot, but she does draw the foul. So that foul was on Salem's number 1, Amity Bat. That was Amity's first. Salem's second foul for this second quarter. Anissa Eldridge with the first free throw, no good. The score is 19-13. Salem, and checking back in is Justice for Scottsburg, and coming out is Moon for Scottsburg. Vanessa Eldridge with the second free throw, that is good. 19-14, Salem leading against Scottsburg. Bat feeds it into Redmond for Salem. Redmond turns in the post and puts it in, giving Salem 21. Vanessa Eldridge now bringing it up for Scottsburg. Passes it to the right side to Justice. Back to Eldridge, to McNeely on the left side. McNeely dribbling in, back out. And now Justice thinks about a three, but decides against it, takes some dribbles, passes to McNeely on the left side. McNeely dribbles in to about 9 feet and shoots it on the left side and makes it, giving Scottsburg 16. Amity Bat now taking it out to Redmond, to Hadley Keith, to Hollowell, who shoots a three. She's short on the left side. And now Scottsburg with the ball, and Nissa Eldridge pitching it ahead to Justice on the left side. Justice with some dribbles to McNeely now at the top of the key. There's 57 seconds. McNeely shoots a long three, misses short. Air ball goes out of bounds. And that's going to be Salem's ball. It is 21-16, Salem leading against Scottsburg girls. 52 seconds left here in the second quarter. Scottsburg with 4 team fouls, Salem with 2. Hadley Keith pitching it over to Hollowell. Now Hadley Keith hits a three on the right side. This is short. It is rebounded by Scottsburg. And Salem getting back. Anissa Eldridge with the ball for Scottsburg. 29 seconds. Eldridge shoots a wild shot from about 10 feet out on the right side on the baseline, and if the ball hits the back of the backboard, goes out of bounds. So now 27 seconds left in the second quarter. Hadley Keith with the ball for Salem. Over to the left side, Hollowell shoots a three, and that is good for Salem. Going to give Salem 24, Scottsburg 16. Eldridge now with the ball. Passes it over to Justice on the right side, 5 seconds. Justice picking up her dribble and passes it to right into the hands of Hollowell for Salem. Hollowell shoots a three to try to beat the clock, and she misses. And Salem's going to go into halftime with 24 points, Scottsburg with 16. And there's a 10-minute halftime, so we'll do some commercials and give you some stats and be back shortly.
Introduce your family and friends to one of Salem's oldest traditions, home cooking from Mama Rosa's in Salem. Whether you're getting that one-of-a-kind tasting pizza, baked spaghetti, hot sandwiches, or a variety of other Italian food and artisan pizza, Mama Rosa's has something for everyone. Open Tuesday through Thursday 4 to 9 for dining and carry-out. Friday and Saturdays from 11 a.m. to 10 p.m. and Sundays from 11 a.m. to 9 p.m. Mama Rosa's brings their famous pizza buffet to you on Friday from 11 a.m. to 2 p.m. for just $12.99. Choose from a wide variety of pizzas, homemade soups, and a large salad bar with their homemade potato salad, slaw, desserts. Then come back for Friday night's home-style buffet from 4:30 p.m. to 8 p.m. or 11 a.m. to 2 p.m. on Sunday for $15, where you'll find a variety of good, home-cooked foods. Children's buffet is $7 each. Stop in and see Joanne and her family at Mama Rosa's and make some new memories or relive your childhood with that one-of-a-kind taste. Dine in or call 812-883-6296 to take the great taste of Mama Rosa's pizza home with you.
If you're living with back or neck pain, even the simplest tasks can feel overwhelming. But Expert Relief is closer than you think. Schneck now offers 2 specialized practices for spine care, Schneck Neurosurgery and Schneck Orthopedic Spine, giving you access to a full spectrum of advanced treatment options right here at home. We're proud to highlight Dr. Matthew Stanfield, a highly skilled neurosurgeon with over 25 years of experience and leader of Schneck Neurosurgery, renowned for his expertise in treating complex spinal conditions. Schneck Spine Care Program proudly welcomes Dr. Kenneth McKinley, a board-certified orthopedic spine surgeon with over a decade of experience, who now leads Schneck Orthopedic Spine. Together, these 2 practices bring you comprehensive spine care, from advanced imaging and non-surgical therapies to expert surgical solutions, all tailored to your unique needs. And because it's Schneck, you'll receive compassionate, high-quality care without having to travel far. Visit schneckmed.org to learn more. Schneck Orthopedic Spine and Schneck Neurosurgery, expert spine care, close to home.
When conditions get tough, the road to adventure doesn't have to end. Keep driving all winter long on tires you can trust. Between September 24th and December 9th, get $80 via reward card or virtual prepaid card after online submission with the purchase of 4 new Michelin passenger or light truck tires. Available at Washington County Tire Shop in Salem. See www.michelinman.com/autos/deals-promotions-and-rebates for complete details. Offer expires December 9th, 2025.
We are here at the Salem Lady Lions versus Scottsburg Lady Warriorettes basketball game, and the Salem JV girls beat Scottsburg 17-14 in a 2-quarter game before this one, and right now the Salem Lady Lions went into the locker room at halftime leading against Scottsburg 24-16. We've got 6 minutes left in the halftime, and we're going to go over some stats real quick from the first half. We've got, for Scottsburg, Anissa Eldridge with 5 points, Riley with 5 points, Scottsburg's Justice with 2, McNeely with 2, Grogan with 2, And for Salem, number 1, Amity Batts got 5. Marissa Redmond, 5. Adley Keith, 3. Adley Day, 5. And Kinsley Hollowell with 6. And real quick, we're going to go over the weekend. Also, girls sectional draw is going to be Sunday, January 25th from 6 to 8 p.m., and that's going to be live on WSLM if you'd like to listen along. And quick reminder, Friday, tomorrow night, January 16th, Eastern boys are going to be at North Harrison at 7:30 p.m., and the Salem boys will play Scottsburg here at Salem. If you're around, make sure to attend, and if you can't, tune in to WSLM where both games will be covered. And Saturday, January 17th, Eastern girls versus Ladensville. If you get a chance, it will be at Eastern, so try to go to that game, and if you can't, tune in on WSLM. We've got Iowa playing at IU. There's a 1 p.m. pregame on WSLM at 2 p.m. tip-off. Purdue at USC at 5 p.m. pregame, 6 p.m. tip-off. And then we've got Eastern boys versus Paoli at 7:30 on that Saturday. Sunday, no games. Monday, January 19th, the NCAA football finals, Miami at IU, 6:30 p.m. pregame and 7:30 p.m. kickoff, and that will be on WSLM 97.9. Tuesday, January 20th, IU at Michigan. That's a 6 p.m. pregame, 7 p.m. tip-off. Purdue at UCLA, 9 p.m. pregame, 10 p.m. tip-off. Again, we've got the girls sectional draw Sunday, January 25th from 6 to 8 p.m. live on WSLM. We've got 3 minutes and 40 seconds left in the halftime. Again, it's 24-16 Salem Lady Lions winning against the Scottsburg Lady Warriorettes. We'll go to a commercial break and stay tuned for the second half of the game.
Your farm is more than just land. It's your livelihood and your passion. Springer Insurance and Indiana Farmers Insurance will work with you to review your farm's unique needs and find the right coverage for your home, barn, buildings, equipment, and more. Call Aaron at Springer Insurance in Salem at 812-896-3687 for a farm policy that works as hard as you do.
Joint surgery, injury, or illness, Meadowview and Salem Crossing are the best choices for helping you recover. Our Moving Forward rehabilitation program offers a full range of therapies. We're here to help you return home safely with the skills you need to live life on your own terms. Meadowview and Salem Crossing, 2 great options for your rehabilitation. To learn more, visit asccare.com or call 888-996-8272.
Get your everyday favorites for just $6.99 each when you order 2 or more items from the Papa Pairings menu. When you order more, you save more. Choose from medium one-topping pizzas, boneless or traditional wings, papadillas, breadsticks, cheese sticks, garlic nuts, and desserts. It's easy to order all your favorites when they're just $6.99 each. So the next time your friends come over to eat your food, check out the Papa Pairings menu to save. Better ingredients, better pizza. Papa John's.
All right, we did some stats for the final points going into halftime. I'm going to cover Salem. We've got a few more stats here. Amity Bat, 5 points, 2 rebounds, 1 foul, 2 assists, and that's going into the halftime of the Salem Lady Lions versus Scottsburg Lady Warriorettes. Marissa Redmond with 5 points, 2 rebounds, 0 fouls, 0 assists. Actually, she's got 1 assist. Then we've got Abby Hardy with 2 rebounds. Hadley Keith, 3 points, 1 rebound, 1 foul, 2 assists. Adley Day, 5 points, 3 rebounds, no fouls. And Kinsley Hollowell with 6 points, 1 foul, 1 assist. We've got 50 seconds left before the start of the third quarter. We're going to go to a quick commercial break.
Progressive presents the Passionate Sports Fan Checklist. Signed jersey of your favorite bench warmer? Check. 14 bobbleheads that look nothing like the players they're emulating? Check. Twin TVs so you can watch the game on 2 different networks simultaneously? Check. Life-size wall sticker of your favorite player that routinely picks you out at night? Check. A second life-size wall sticker, so after the first one picks you out, you see the second and you're like, oh right, the wall stickers. Check and mate. Bundle your renters and auto insurance with Progressive and save on protection for the things on your checklist. Get a quote at Progressive.com. Progressive Casualty Insurance Company affiliates and third-party insurers not available in all states or situations covered subject to policy terms.
13 seconds until the start of the third quarter for the Salem Lady Lions versus Scottsburg Lady Warriorettes. Right now the score is 24-16. Salem leading against Scottsburg. Currently the Scottsburg Warriorettes are 0-18 for the season. So we've got kicking off for the starters for Salem. We've got number 11, Hadley Keith, 22, Hollowell, 5, Redmond, 15, Maudlin, and 1, Bat. Bringing it up the court now for Scottsburg is Eldridge, who passes it over to Moon. Top of the key to Justice. Back to Moon at the top of the key. Started by Hadley Keith. Moon feeds it in to number 25 for Scottsburg, and 25 is, let's see, Cillian. She fed it over everyone's head to Grogan, who was in the post. She was in foul trouble early on, so she hasn't got to play much, but Grogan got it, turned and put it in for Scottsburg, giving them 18. Hollowell now with the ball over to Bat. Bat skip pass over everybody's head to Hollowell. Hollowell with a dribble, passed it to Redmond, to Keith. Bat with the three-pointer on the left side, misses. Hadley Keith gets the rebound, passes to Bat. Bat over to Hollowell on the right side. Hollowell skip pass over to Hadley Keith. Keith dribbles in, shoots it from within about 6 feet, misses. And now Hollowell at the top right. He shoots a 3, misses. And that's going to go, I don't know what they called here. A foul on Alexis Maudlin. That's going to be her first. 6:53 left here in the third quarter. Salem 24 points, Scottsburg 18. Scottsburg bringing it up, and Nissa Eldridge bringing up the court. Salem is back in a 2-3. Strogan with the ball in the post, turns, dribbles once, puts it up, misses, tries to get her own rebound. It goes out of bounds on Redmond for Salem. It's going to be Scottsburg's ball under their basket. Moon passing it in for Scottsburg. She finds Eldridge on the left side. Eldridge with the ball, picks up her dribble, feeds it into Grogan at about 10 feet out. Grogan turns, shoots it, misses. It's rebounded by Maudlin. Maudlin tries to pass it to Bat, but Grogan gets in it and steals it. Turns and shoots it in the paint. And that's going to be good for Scottsburg. 20 points, Salem 24 here in the third quarter. Hollowell airballs a three-pointer on the right side. It's saved from going out of bounds by Maudlin. Hollowell with the ball again on the right side. Keith at the top of the key to Bat. Maudlin with just inside the three-point line. Gets a nice 2 points for Salem, 26-20. Eldridge bringing it up now, kicks it ahead to Justice on the right side. Justice picks up her dribble, feeds it into Grogan, back to Justice. Justice shoots it from about 8 feet on the right side on the baseline, puts it in, and that's going to get Scottsburg 22, Salem 26 with 5:30 in the third quarter. That feeds it into Redmond. Redmond kicks it out to Keith. Keith over to Hollowell in the right corner. To Maudlin, to Bat. Bat tries to feed Hadley Keith, but Keith was already had her momentum going the opposite direction. So it was stolen by Scottsburg. Moon with the ball at the top of the key. Handoff to Justice. Justice over to Eldridge. Eldridge with a nice little pass into number 25. I can never remember her name. Cillian. But Salem ended up with the ball. Now Hadley Keith over to Bat on the left side. Feeds it into Redmond turns and shoots it from in the paint, misses. Scottsburg gets the rebound. Eldridge now pitches it ahead to Moon. Moon picks up her dribble, then starts dribbling again, but they do not call a double dribble. Justice pitches it in to Stillian. Stillian's out to Moon. Moon dribbles in, picks up her dribble, kicks it out to Justice. Justice dribbles in one, and passes it to Eldridge, who shoots a bank shot, three-pointer on the right side, and that is good, giving Scottsburg now 25, Salem 26. Hadley Keith feeds it into Redmond in the post out to Maudlin. To Hollowell in the right corner. Hollowell with the three-pointer is good. Salem now with 29, Scottsburg 25. Eldridge over to Justice. Justice picks up her dribble on the right side, guarded by Bat. Moon back to Justice. Justice brings it to the top of the key, picks up her dribble. Now Moon's got it, and she brings it to the top of the key. Feeds it into Stillian in the paint. Out to Justice. Now to Eldridge in the right corner. Eldridge shoots a three, misses. Stillian gets the rebound, and it bobbles over to Grogan. Grogan turns and shoots, misses, but draws the foul on Amity Bat, number 1 for Salem. So she's going to be shooting 2. That's Amity's second foul. And Grogan with the first free throw is good. And checking in for Scottsburg is Riley for Justice. And Maudlin coming out for Salem, and Sydney Wilson coming in for her. Salem's got 29, Scottsburg's got 26. Grogan with the second free throw is good. Sydney Wilson taking it out for Salem, passing it in to Hadley Keith. 3:33 left in the third quarter. Hollowell feeds it in the post to Sydney Wilson. Wilson she shot it, and she draws the foul on the shot, and that was on Scottsburg 25, which was Stillian. So Sydney Wilson shoots her first free throw. That is good. That's going to give Salem 30. Scottsburg 27. 3:26 left in the third quarter. Salem with 2 team fouls. Scottsburg with 1. Second free throw up, and that is no good. It's rebounded by Eldridge for Scottsburg. Salem is now pressing. Grogan with the ball. Passes to Stillians at the top of the free throw line. She shoots, misses, and it's going to be out of bounds on Scottsburg. Salem's ball. Sydney Wilson with the ball at the baseline, passing it in to Hadley Keith. Keith passing it to the right side to Hollowell, to Amity Bat in the right corner, shoots a three. No good. Rebounded by Stillian. Stillian passes it to Eldridge, but Hadley Keith gets in and steals it, passes it to Redmond. Redmond turns, shoots it in the post, misses, and Amity Bat gets the rebound, puts it back up, misses, but draws the foul. That foul is going to be on Scottsburg's number 2, which is Anissa Eldridge. That's going to be her second foul, and the team's second foul for the third quarter. That first free throw is good. Going to give Salem 31, Scottsburg 27, 2:54 left in the third quarter. Second free throw's up, no good. Grogan with the ball, with the rebound, passing it to Eldridge. Eldridge bounces it right into the hands of Bat. Bat hands it over to Hadley Keith, who puts up a layup, misses, and it's rebounded by Scottsburg. Riley now with the ball for Scottsburg, and he is trapped by Bat and Hadley Keith, but they're going to call a foul on Keith here, giving her second foul. Moon passing it in to Eldridge for Scottsburg. Eldridge over to Moon, over to Grogan on the inside. Grogan shoots a shot from the elbow on the right side, misses. It's rebounded by Anissa Eldridge. Eldridge shoots it from inside the paint and misses, but she draws the foul. Salem's number 35, that's Sydney Wilson, that's her second. is going to take Anissa Eldridge is going to take the line. First free throw up is good. That's going to give Scottsburg 28, Salem 31. Maudlin coming in for Redmond for Salem. And Eldridge shoots the second free throw. That's no good. Maudlin gets the rebound, pitches ahead to Keith. Keith the bat. Bat shoots it from the left side. Puts in the layup, giving Salem 33. And Scottsburg with the ball. Riley draws a foul from Amity Bat, Salem. That's going to be Bat's third foul. Team fifth foul for this quarter, meaning that Scottsburg's going to take the line and shoot 2 free throws because they are now in the bonus. So there's 2:16 left here in the third quarter. The score is 33-28. Amity Bat with 3 fouls. And I think she's about to come out for Redmond. That's going to be number 11, Riley, for Scottsburg, shooting free throws here. First one up is no good. Redmond checking into the game for Bat. And the score is 28-33. Scottsburg with 28. Salem Lady Lions with 33. 2:16 left to play in the third quarter. Riley's second free throw is no good. Rebounded by Maudlin. Maudlin dribbling it up the court. Passes it ahead to Hollowell. Hollowell tries to feed it into the post for Redmond. And Grogan gets in and swats it out of bounds. And it looked like there could have been some physical contact, but nothing was called. So now Maudlin passing it in to Salem's Hadley Keith. Keith dribbles in, and a nice aggressive play by her. Dribbles into the paint, shoots it. It goes off the side of the backboard, but she drew the shooting foul. Number 22, Moon, with that foul. That's Moon's third now. Scottsburg's team's third. Hadley Keith free throw. The first one up is no good. Checking into the game, McNeely for Moon for Scottsburg. And it's 2:04 left in the third quarter. Hadley Keith on the line. Second free throw up, no good. Rebounded by McNeely for Scottsburg. McNeely driving it down the court. It's cut off by Salem. And Hollowell gets a hand in it. Some people collide. Not sure what they're going to call here. They're going to call a foul on Grogan, number 44. That's going to be Grogan's third foul. And there are 4 team fouls now. So next foul for either team is going to lead to bonus free throws. Grogan's going to come out of the game. Justice entering for Scottsburg. 1:55 left in the third quarter. Hollowell with the 3 in the right corner. That is clean and good. Going to give Salem 36, Scottsburg 28. And it's Scottsburg's ball on the baseline. Anissa Eldridge passing it in for Scottsburg. Salem is pressing. It's in to McNeely. And Anissa Eldridge gets it, and Hadley Keith instantly runs into her. So that's going to give Scottsburg 2 free throws. Hadley Keith, we'll see how many fouls she has. I believe it's her third. Anissa Eldridge is going to shoot 2 free throws for the bonus. I don't even know if you call it that anymore, but Eldridge's first is no good. Hadley Day coming in for Hadley Keith. Keith with her third foul of the game. Scottsburg with 4 team fouls, Salem with 5. That second free throw is no good. It's rebounded by Cindy Wilson. Hollowell with the 3-pointer. That is good for Salem. That's going to get Salem 39, Scottsburg 28, and Scottsburg's going to call a 30-second timeout. Score is 39-28. 1:30 left here in the third quarter. And so far, we've got Redmond with 5 points. Adley Day with 5. Alexis Moblin with 2. Hollowell 15. Wilson 1. Bat 8. Hadley Keith with 3. And for Scottsburg, we got Eldridge with 9 points. Riley with 5. Justice with 4. McNeely 2. Grogan with 8. And a lot of people with 3 fouls currently. We've got, Cindy Wilson with 3 fouls. Hadley Keith with 3 fouls. No, Cindy Wilson with 2 fouls. Amity Bat, 3 fouls. And then for Scottsburg, Grogan has 3. Moon has 3. And Age 2, Eldridge 2. Scottsburg now with the ball. Justice with a 3-pointer from the left corner, misses short. Rebounded by Alexis Moblin. Moblin brings it down to their basket and passes it to Adley Day. Adley Day gets it under control. Into Redmond. Redmond kicks it out to Hollowell. Hollowell with the 3-pointer on the right corner. Makes it clean. Going to give Salem 42 points with 57 seconds left here in the third quarter. Scottsburg with 28 points. There's going to be a foul call on Alexis Moblin. That's going to give Scottsburg 2 uncontested shots from the free throw line, and that's Alexis Momlin's second foul. Eldridge, first free throw is good. 55 seconds left in the third quarter.
Box out.
Eldridge's second free throw is no good. Rebounded by Adley Day. Day bringing it up the court for Salem. Kicks it ahead to Redmond. Redmond shoots it from the left side. No good. Rebounded by who was that? Cillians. Cillians over to Eldridge. To Justice. To Riley. Riley shoots a 3. No good. Rebounded by Redmond. Redmond in trouble by herself. Okay, Adley Day comes and helps. Adley Day now with the ball. 25 seconds. Over to Hollowell. Now Day. Now Moblin shoots a 3. That is good on the left side by Alexis Moblin. Salem with 45. Scottsburg with 29. 11 seconds. Eldridge now with the ball. Does a running shot from the free throw line. Misses. And now McNeely shoots it from under the basket. Misses that. And there's a foul call. Scottsburg, number 34, McNeely. And that's going to give Salem 2 free throws with 1.7 seconds left in the third quarter. Adley Day is going to take the line. And that was McNeely's first foul. Both teams with 5 fouls. Adley Day's first free throw is no good. The score is 45-29. Salem leading against Scottsburg. Adley Day's second free throw is good. Salem now with 46. And number 25, Aria Cillians shoots from the half court. The buzzard, and this is short. And now Salem goes into the fourth quarter, 46-29. And we're going to go to a commercial break, and then we will finish out the game here on WSLE.
Drew and Johnson Scott here to tell you that American Family Insurance is committed to protecting your dream home so that your family has a place to share laughs, celebrations, and milestones, which is why their new homeowner discount rewards customers who have purchased a new home in the last 3 years with a discount on their homeowner's policy. American Family Insurance. Insure carefully, dream fearlessly.
Contact Rodney Bruff, agent at Rodney S. Bruff Agency Incorporated at 812-277-1400 today.
Discount and savings amounts and eligibility will vary. Some restrictions apply. American Family Mutual Insurance Company, SI, its operating company, 6000 American Parkway, Madison, Wisconsin. Products not available in every state.
Serving Indiana means being ready for growing energy demands. At Duke Energy, we're adding more power to the grid and working on hundreds of local projects to make your energy more reliable. We've strengthened nearly 20,000 poles, updated more than 270 substations, and prevented hundreds of thousands of outage hours with self-healing grid technology, so your power can come back on faster than ever. That's the smarter energy future Indiana deserves. Paid for by Duke Energy shareholders.
Salem Lady Lions versus the Scottsburg Lady Warrior Keys 5, Justice 4, McNeely 2, Grogan with 8. For Salem, we've got Amity Bat with 8 points, Marissa Redmond 5, Hadley Keys 3, Adley Day 6, Alexis Maudlin 5, Kinsley Hollowell with 18, Cindy Wilson with 1, and there's 7:40 left here in the ball game. 46-29, and Salem leading against Scottsburg Lady Warriorettes. Riley with the ball, picks up her dribble, passes it over to Moon, back to Riley at the top of the key. Riley struggling to gain control. Salem's defense is playing very aggressively and effectively. Hollowell steals it, dribbles up the court, passes it ahead to Redmond. Redmond dribbling, passing over to Amity Bat at the top of the key to Alexis Maudlin. Maudlin dribbling into the paint, kicks it out to Hollowell. Hollowell to Redmond on the left side, shoots a 3, no good. Rebounded by Hollowell to Redmond at the top of the key, shoots a 3, and that is short, right into the hands of Age for Scottsburg. Riley with the ball now at the top of the key, passes it into Cillian, who feeds it into the post to Grogan. Grogan puts it in right under the basket, giving Scottsburg 31. Salem has 46. Hollowell shoots a 3 on the right side, misses. Amity Bat gets the rebound, and they're going to call a travel on Amity Bat, who it looked like she was fouled and knocked to the ground, but they're going to call the knock to the ground a travel. So we'll respect the call because we are not the ones who are wearing the stripes. Eldridge with the ball now. Picks up her dribble, kicks it ahead to Moon. Moon to Cillian. Shoots a left-handed baseline shot within 8 feet, misses. And Cindy Wilson gets the rebound in a tie-up. But it's going to be Scottsburg's ball based on the possession arrow. So Moon's going to take it out under their basket. 6:19 left in the fourth quarter. Moon feeds it into Grogan. Grogan puts it in under their basket, giving Scottsburg 33, Salem 46. Hadley keeps bringing the ball up the court, passes it ahead to Hollowell. Hollowell to Redmond. Redmond shoots the 3. This is short, and they're going to call a foul on Sydney Wilson. So it's going to be Scottsburg's ball. Salem getting back now in a 2-3. And it's Eldridge bringing the ball up the court. Passes it to Age on the left side. Age over to Moon on the right side. Moon feeds it into Grogan. Grogan with a very big, long one-step dribble. Puts it up, I believe, but dead ball. And they're going to call, waiting for the ref. Okay, so they're going to call a foul on Scottsburg's number 23, which is Riley Age. That's her third. Cindy Wilson passing it in to Keith. Keith bringing it up the court up the middle. She's looking for somebody, picks it over to Hollowell with the 3. No good. Rebounded by Moon for Scottsburg. Now Eldridge has it on the right side. Over to Moon, to Age on the left. Age to Eldridge. Eldridge, she drives it in, and she shoots it from about 6 feet in on the paint and makes it. Going to give Scottsburg 35, Salem 46. 5:10 left in the game. Hadley Keith with the ball to Hollowell. Back to Hadley Keith at the top of the key. Feeds it into Redmond. And it is stolen by Scottsburg. Anissa Eldridge now pitching it ahead to Age. Back to Eldridge at the top of the key. Back to Age on the right side. Grogan now with the ball. She dribbles up once and shoots it just behind the post block. Puts it in, giving Scottsburg 37, Salem 46 with 4:45 left in the game. Salem calls a full timeout, and we're going to do a quick commercial break.
High school sports are different, especially in Indiana. And
we're here at McDonald's Gymnasium, and we're ready for the starting lineup for tonight's big game. The crowd is on their feet, and they're going wild. The team is coming onto the court. Here comes the quarter pounder with Keith. Big Mac and ready to come into the game at any time is a play of fish. Look on the sideline, folks. We have chicken nuggets cheering along with the golden delicious fries. They're hot and always ready. You'll score points every time you bring the family into McDonald's in Salem, West Baden, and Mitchell before or after the game. Don't forget to top off your favorite meal with a cold soft drink and that one-of-a-kind Mickey D's sweet tea. Or hot or cold coffee drinks from the McCafe. Order inside or drive-thru now with the 2 lanes and use the mobile app for great deals. And get your food delivered at home or at the curbside. You can order at halftime and enjoy that one-of-a-kind taste without missing the next play. Set a pick and roll on into McDonald's today. You'll be loving it too. Drive-thru open from 5 a.m. to 11 p.m. every day. And don't forget to catch W.S. Coach's Corner live at McDonald's in Salem on Wednesday night at 7 p.m. I'm loving it.
4:33 left in the game for Salem Lady Lions versus the Scottsburg Lady Warriorettes. There was just a shooting foul on Scottsburg's number 25. That is Aria Stillions. And Hadley Keith with the free throw, no good. Salem's got 48. Scottsburg's got 37. There's 4:27 left in the game. The ball just went out of bounds on number 2 and Nissa Eldridge for Scottsburg. So it's going to be Salem's ball on the sideline, opposite of their basket. And Hadley Keith is going to bring it up now for Salem. Passes it over to Hollowell on the right side. To Redmond. Redmond on the right side, over to Hollowell at the top of the key. Back to Redmond at the top of the key. Now Hadley Keith has it. Hadley Keith driving in on the left side, pulls it back out. Amity Bat at the top of the key, driving it in. And she shoots a layup, misses, but she draws the foul. That's going to be called on number 23, Riley Age. That's her 4th. Now Amity Bat shooting 2 for Salem. The score is 48-37. 3:58 left in the 4th quarter. Salem Lady Lions versus the Scottsburg Lady Warriorettes. Bat misses her first free throw short. Second free throw is no good. Rebounded by Grogan. Grogan over to Eldridge. Pitching ahead to Grogan. Grogan driving in. She tries a wild pass to Stillions. And it goes off some hands, but then Eldridge recovers it, drives in, and shoots a right-handed layup, and puts it in. So that's going to be Scottsburg 39, Salem 48, with 3:34 left in the game. Hadley Keith handing it off to Hollowell, back to Hadley Keith. Keith at the top of the key to Hollowell on the left side. Hollowell to Amity Bat on the right side. Back takes a couple dribbles, hot back, three-pointer, misses short, and now Scottsburg's got the ball. Eldridge pitches ahead to Moon, who makes the three-pointer for Scottsburg on the right side, getting Scottsburg within 6 points of Salem. The score is 48-42. Salem still leading with 2:54 left in the game. Bat with the ball. Over to Hadley Keith. Keith at the top of the key. Dribbles over. Hands it off to Redmond. Redmond dribbles into the paint and is swiped away by Scottsburg Age, Riley Age. And now Eldridge has the ball. Passes it to Age. Over to Moon. Moon shot fakes it. Passes it into Grogan. Grogan shoots it. Misses. Gets her rebound. Puts it back up. Misses again. And Sydney Wilson gets the rebound for Salem. And Salem is going to call a full timeout. Try to get things under control here. Maudlin's going to check back into the game. I can't tell who she's checking in for. I think Sydney Wilson. 2:22 left to play in the game. It's 48-42. Salem leading against the Scottsburg Lady Warriorettes. We've got Amity Bat with 8 points, 4 rebounds, 3 assists, 3 fouls. Marissa Redmond with 5 points, 4 rebounds, 3 assists. Hadley Keith, 5 points, 2 rebounds, and 4 assists, 3 fouls. Alexis Maudlin with 5 points, 12 rebounds, 2 assists, 2 fouls. Hollowell with 18 points, 1 assist, 1 foul. Adley Day with 6 points, 5 rebounds, 2 assists. Cindy Wilson with 1 point, 6 rebounds, 3 fouls. And Abby Hardy with 2 rebounds. We are headed back in. 2:22 left to play in the fourth quarter. Salem Lady Lions versus the Scottsburg Lady Warriorettes. Score is 48-42, and it's Salem's ball on the sideline. Salem is set up in a stack of sorts. Hadley Keith now with the ball for Salem. At the top of the key, dribbling, passing it over to Hollowell. Now to Redmond. They're staying wide, trying to hold the ball and just not get any shots off since we're ahead. Hadley Keith now with the ball at the top of the key. Driving in to Maudlin. Maudlin with a three-pointer from the right corner. Shoots it, no good. Swaps it away from Stillians for Scottsburg. And now it's back in Salem's possession. Hadley Keith with the ball at the top of the key. To Redmond in the left corner. At the top of the key to Hollowell. Hollowell dribbles in and draws a foul from Anissa Eldridge from Scottsburg. Number 2. That's going to be her third foul. Scottsburg's fourth. So the next foul from Scottsburg is going to give Salem 2 free throws. And there's going to be a timeout call. Scottsburg full timeout. We're going to go to a quick commercial break.
Your farm is more than just land. It's your livelihood and your passion. Springer Insurance and Indiana Farmers Insurance will work with you to review your farm's unique needs and find the right coverage for your home, barn, buildings, equipment, and more. Call Aaron at Springer Insurance in Salem at 812-896-3687 for a farm policy that works as hard as you do.
After a joint surgery, injury, or illness, Meadowview and Salem Crossing are the best choices for helping you recover. Our Moving Forward rehabilitation program offers a full range of therapies. We're here to help you return home safely with the skills you need to live life on your own terms. Meadowview and Salem Crossing, 2 great options for your rehabilitation. To learn more, visit asccare.com or call 888-996-8272.
We're back from the full timeout. Salem with 48, Scottsburg Lady Warriorettes with 42 points. 134 left in the ballgame here at Salem High School Gymnasium. Salem's ball on the sidelines under Salem's basket. And now Hadley Keith with the ball, being guarded by Moon. Hadley Keith over to Redmond. Redmond driving to the right side. Hollowell to Alexis Maudlin. In the corner, Maudlin takes some dribbles and it's stolen away by Stillians for Scottsburg. Grogan now with the ball, dribbles in, and she's guarded by 2 people from Salem. Grogan drives it, shoots it, misses long, rebounded by Redmond, over to Hadley Keith now. Keith, nice screen by Amity Bat, and it appears that there is an injury. Moon is on the floor, maybe from that screen. We're going to go to a quick timeout and then try to give you an update.
Introduce your family and friends to one of Salem's oldest traditions, home cooking from Mama Rosa's in Salem. Whether you're getting that one-of-a-kind tasting pizza, baked spaghetti, hot sandwiches, or a variety of other Italian food and artisan pizzas, Mama Rosa's has something for everyone. Open Tuesday through Thursday 4 to 9 for dining and carry-out. Friday and Saturdays from 11 a.m. to 10 p.m. and Sundays from 11 a.m. to 9 p.m. Mama Rosa's brings their famous pizza buffet to you on Fridays from 11 a.m. to 2 p.m. for just $12.99. Choose from a wide variety of pizzas, homemade soups, and a large salad bar with their homemade potato salad, slaw, and desserts. Then come back for Friday night's home-style buffet from 4:30 p.m. to 8 p.m. or 11 a.m. to 2 p.m. on Sundays for $15, where you'll find a variety of good, home-cooked foods. Children's buffet is $7 each. Stop in and see Joanne and her family at Mama Rosa's and make some new memories or relive your childhood with that one-of-a-kind taste. Dine in or call 812-883-6296 to take the great taste of Mama Rosa's pizza home with you.
All right, we had a quick injury timeout for Scottsburg's Moon, who was on the floor. She seems to be okay. She's walked off the court now. And it's going to be Salem shooting some free throws here. Hadley Keith on the line. The last foul was called on number 25, Stillions. That was her third. Hadley Keith, free throw. The first one is good, giving Salem 49. Scottsburg's got 42, and there's 52 seconds left here in the game. Hadley Keith with the second free throw, no good. 50 seconds left, 49-42. Eldridge bringing it up the court for Scottsburg. Puts the ball in on the right side, about 8 feet out, but in a layup format, giving Scottsburg 44. 35 seconds left to play. Hadley Keith with the ball for Salem. She's driving it in, kicks it out to Moblin. Moblin out to Redmond. And Redmond draws the foul. Black 25, that's Williams. That's her third foul. And Redmond's going to get to shoot 2 free throws. There's 24 seconds left in the game. Salem with 49 points. Scottsburg with 44. Scottsburg has 5 team fouls. Salem's got 1. So any foul that Scottsburg does from here on out is going to lead to 2 shots. Redmond makes the first free throw, giving Salem 50. Second free throw, no good. There's 22 seconds. It's 50-44. Salem leading against Scottsburg. Eldridge with the ball. Tries to feed it into Grogan. It goes right between her hands and out of bounds. So it's going to be Salem's ball. Amity Bat checking into the game for Sydney Wilson for Salem. Alexis Maudlin passing the ball in for Salem. Passes it into Hollowell. Hollowell dribbles. Draws the foul from Age. That's going to be Age's 5th foul. So she's going to go sit down. And Cindy Wilson's going to check into the game for Salem. Coming into the game for Scottsburg is number 10, Sarah Gago, G-A-G-O. And Cindy Wilson came into the game for Amity Bat. So we've got Hollowell on the line. First free throw is good. It's going to give Salem 51. Scottsburg 44. 12 seconds left in the game. Preparing for the second. Free throw is up, and that is good. Salem with 52. Scottsburg with 44. 12 seconds left in the game. Eldridge bringing it up the court. Passing it to Gago, who tries to feed it in to Grogan. Alexis Maudlin steals it. Passes it to Hadley Keith. 2 seconds. Keith finishes the game with 52-44. Awesome game played by Salem. And that's going to wrap up to that. We're going to do some quick stats. Marissa Redmond finished the game with 6 points, 5 rebounds, 3 assists. Hadley Keith finished with 6 points, 2 rebounds, 4 assists, 3 fouls. Alexis Maudlin finished with 5 points, 12 rebounds, 2 assists, 2 fouls. Hollowell finished with 20 points, 1 assist, 1 foul. Sydney Wilson with 1 point, 6 rebounds, 3 fouls. And Amity Bat with 8 points, 4 rebounds, 3 assists, 3 fouls. And thank you. Adley Day with 6 points, 5 rebounds, 2 assists. And Abby Hardy with 2 rebounds. Thank you for the live stats. JD Wade Swift provides a screen for us, and stats after each quarter so that we can update you with more details than we are able to see on the scoreboard. Eldridge finished the game for Scottsburg with 16 points, 4 rebounds, 2 assists, 3 fouls. Gago with 1 rebound. Stillians with 11 rebounds, 2 assists, 4 fouls. McNeely with 2 points, 2 rebounds, 1 assist, 1 foul. Grogan with 14 points, 11 rebounds, 1 assist, 3 fouls. Riley with 5 points, 3 rebounds. Justice with 4 points, 1 rebound, 1 assist, 1 foul. Moon with 3 points, 4 rebounds, 3 fouls. And Age with 2 rebounds and 5 fouls. So the final for the Salem Lady Lions was 52-44. And stay tuned for this weekend. We've got coming up on WSLM Friday, tomorrow night, Eastern Boys at North Harrison at 7:30 p.m. and the Salem Boys versus Scottsburg. If you're not able to go, tune in to WSLM. It's at 7:30. Me and Brock will be covering that. Saturday, January 17th, Eastern Girls versus Lanesville. If you're not able to attend, it's at 1:30 on WSLM. Iowa at IU, 1 p.m. pregame, 2 p.m. tip-off. Purdue at USC, 5 p.m. pregame, 6 p.m. tip-off. Eastern Boys versus Paoli at 7:30 p.m. Sunday, there are no games. Monday, January 19th, we've got NCAA football finals. Miami at IU, 6:30 p.m. pregame, 7:30 p.m. kickoff on WSLM 97.9. Tuesday, Indiana at Michigan, 7 p.m. pregame, 7 p.m. tip-off. Purdue at UCLA, 9 p.m. pregame, 10 p.m. tip-off. And again, the girls' sectional draw is going to be Sunday, January 25th from 6 to 8 p.m. Make sure to tune in live on WSLM. Thank you so much for listening, and have a wonderful evening.